in this circuit we have to find the current through the 4 ohm resistor. Now to do this we have to apply the Kirchhoff's law, that is Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. Let's say the current here is I1 through a 3 ohm resistor is I1, and so for this junction point let's say this current is I2 through 2 ohm resistor, and the remaining I1 minus I2, that is I1 minus I2, flows through 8 ohm resistance. Now this I2 current flows through 2 ohm resistance, 4 ohm resistance and these 2 ohm resistance and comes to this point D, and through this 2 ohm resistance the total current is I2 from this direction and I1 minus I2 from this direction, so total is again I1 through this 2 ohm resistor. Now if we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to this loop, that is loop 1 and loop 2, we will get the current I1 and I2. Now let's say the KVL, applying KVL, so if we apply KVL in loop 1, let's say in this direction, so 3 into I1 current into resistance, so 3 I1 plus 8 into I1 minus I2, so the current through 8 ohm resistance is I1 minus I2, and from here 2 I1 plus 2 I1, and here this is the negative terminal of the battery, that is minus 9 is equal to 0, or we can simplify this 3 I1 plus 8 I1 plus 2 I1, that is 13 I1 minus 8 I2 is equal to 9. So let's say this is equation number 1. Now if we apply KVL in loop 2 in this direction, so from here if we start from this point C, we start, so that is 2 I1, 2 into I1, so this is 2 into I2, 2 into I2, and again in the 4 ohm resistance the current is I2, so this is 4 I2 plus 4 I2 plus 2 I2 plus 2 I2, and here minus 8 I1 minus I2. Here the direction of current is downward direction and we are moving in the upward direction, so the negative sign is there, is equal to 0. So again if we simplify this, then we can find 8 plus 2 10 14 16 I2 minus 8 I1 is equal to 0, or I1 is equal to 2 I2. Let's say this is equation number 2. If we put the value of I1 in equation 1, that is 13 I1 plus minus 8 I2 is equal to 9. This is the equation number 1. If we put the value of I1, that is 2 I2, so 13 into 2 I2 minus 8 I2 is equal to 9. So 26 I2 minus 8 I2 equal to 9, or 18 I2 is equal to 9, or I2 equal to 9 divided by 18, that is 1 by 2. This is equal to 0.5 ampere. So the current I2 is 0.5 ampere. Here we have to find the current through 4 ohm resistor, and that is I2. So the answer is 0.5 ampere.